Hey, what's up guys, this is Exanes, and we are back here on Exansegaming. We are going to go through another arena run on Hearthstone. So, I just finished scrapping about an hour of footage, because I didn't like the way the commentary went in it. I didn't like the way it sounded. I was kind of trying out a different commentator voice, I guess you could say, and it didn't work out how I wanted it to, at all. It sounded kind of awful when I went to edit it, so I was just like, you know what? We're going to scrap that whole hour of footage I had. The whole hour, just scrapped it. It was an arena run. It lasted about an hour. I went 3-3, I think, again, but nothing too crazy. So in other news, I got some basic channel logo and art up on my channel, so that's good. It's something other than just the basic YouTube background. So words. I'm good at speaking. So I spent about an hour, not about an hour. I spent most of probably the last 2 days learning Blender and GIMP, which is basic at photo editing and 3D modeling to do the title and stuff. And I spent most of the day learning those two things, and then I went out and actually made those two little logos I have right now. That being the channel avatar and then the actual channel logo. Let's just bind this while I'm talking. So I was pretty proud of myself. I got those up. They look better than the default YouTube background, so that's always nice. And I got what's going to be a basic thumbnail for the Hearthstone videos at least done. That is done. I'm looking for ones for my Dota videos, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do those yet. Also, the Dota video I believe was done in the previous commentator voice kind of thing I did, which I didn't like as much. So keep that in mind. I'm probably going to stick to do is a word now. I'm going to just, yeah.
I will fight.
Let's do... Before I continue with that, let's pick a class here. I think we're going to do Paladin.
I will fight with honor.
Paladin sounds fun. Oh. Oh. Oh, I like this. So we have Baron, who is one hell of a board clear. On my side of the board too. We have Ragnaros the Fire Lord, who is one of my favorite legendaries, just because, I don't know, I love his By Fire Be Purged, and the fact that he just hurls fireballs at people's faces all day. He just literally throws fireballs at people. Nat Pagel is also really good, but I want Rag, because I just have a bias towards Ragnaros, so we're going to take him. Divine Favor is super situational, so I'm not sure I'm going to grab it. Equality is actually kind of okay sometimes. That sentence didn't make a lot of sense, but we're going to go with it. It's kind of okay sometimes, so we're going to grab it. Hand of Protection is not very good. The Argent Protector? Is that his name? I think it's his name. The 2/2 that drops for 2 and does the same effect. So this is not really worth it. This is like sometimes worth it, but not really. Frost Elemental's good, so we're gonna grab it. Humility. Don't need it. Equality does basically the same thing in a way because I can just kill it. I don't think this is really necessary. Repentance is situational because I play it with like multiple creatures out and a weak creature dies. Then this is worthless. Noble Sacrifice, though, is good, so we're gonna grab it. Secret Keeper. I have a secret. Could it work? It could. That would require me having 2 out of 30 cards in my deck. So it's not a very good chance that's happening. I have like a 1 in 15 chance of having both these cards in my hand. Those odds aren't very good. Those odds also might not be correct, but we're gonna go with that as well. Mana Addict. Not enough spell? I guess we have 2 spells, but Argent Commander just works more effectively than both these would, so we're gonna grab it. Abusive Sergeant is a bad turn 1 drop because this battle cry does nothing if you don't have another minion out. And we don't have many early minions, so we're going to skip on him. Humility again, I don't think it's worth it. You can get the Aldor Peacekeeper, which does the same effect and gives you a 3/3. Aldor Peacekeeper is a lot harder to get, but we have other ways of dealing with big creatures. Acidic Swamp Ooze is a great drop. Blessing of Kings is always annoying and everyone hates it, with good reasoning. Mad Bomber is RNG as hell, but fun as hell. And Spiteful Smith is good if I had weapons, which I don't. So, 1 Blessing of Kings it is. Shield Bearer. 0/4 for 1. I don't really like it because it doesn't really do anything besides block damage. Hand of Protection, again, I don't think it's worth it. Spellbreaker, yep. That silence is incredibly useful in multiple situations. Murloc Tide Hunter is relatively okay. It's not great, but it's not bad. It does summon 2. It's basically a 3-2. It's basically what the Swamp Ooze is, just split up. Silverback Patriarch I don't like. It's just doesn't really do enough. It's a 1-4. It doesn't really kill much. It dies pretty fast. Tauren Warrior has the same issue. It has an Enrage, but it has 3 health, so it dies to like a Swamp Ooze. We're gonna go with the Tide Hunter, I think. Holy Wrath is like extremely RNG because I can do anywhere between 1 and 8 damage with it for 5 mana. So if I cast it and do 1 damage, I just did 1 damage for 5 mana and was basically the most inefficient person with mana ever. Crazed Alchemist is not bad. You can do some pretty cool stuff with him. Stampeding Kodo is also pretty nice, especially against like, I found him nice against a Warlock when they play like a stupid Blood Imp. You can kill it. So we're gonna grab 1. Youthful Brewmaster is nice when you have an ability that can be called back. Or that's useful to call back with, say, like a Spellbreaker. Or a Stampeding Kodo, occasionally, I guess. But Loot Hoarder is nice. And I think we need a Loot Hoarder. The reason I say Loot Hoarder over the Panda is because we don't have a lot of turn 2. We don't have a lot of... I guess, no, that's not true. I don't know. I think the spell... I don't think we have enough that really justifies the pullback over the Loot Hoarder, which is card draw, which we lack completely right now. So I think it's better to get a Loot Hoarder in this case. Voodoo Doctor is... I don't know. I don't really like him. Again, he has that problem of having a... He's a 2-drop with a battle cry that's not good on turn 1, because it really won't do anything. Elven Archer is just not very good. It's 1 damage. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Guardian of Kings is really cool. And is a 6 health heal with a creature inside, so it's even better. Holy Light. Why would I get a Holy Light? I have a Guardian of Kings. Noble Sacrifice. You have 1. It's a really good card. Leper Gnome is not a bad card at all. Let's grab a Leper Gnome. We need a turn 1 drop, maybe. This is like the easiest pick ever. Blessing of Wisdom is occasionally good. Cobalt Geomancer is occasionally good, but we lack the spells to really buff with him. Consecrate, though, is always good. Consecrate is always good. Over the Magashaw Warden there, it was an easy pick. Consecrate's just so much better. This is an odd pick. This is bad. This is generally bad. This is generally not great, but also not as terrible as these two. This this Wind Fury does 2 damage essentially. If I can like buff with a Blessing of Kings, all of a sudden it's a 5/5 with a Wind Fury. But that's another synergy that I'm not really counting on having. Silverback Patriarch is just not a very good taunt. Simply put, it's not very good. Blue-Go Warrior is occasionally good. It can trade up in most situations against like a City Swamp Ooze. Not really trading up, I guess, but I mean, you know what I mean. Repentance. Oh, I don't know. I don't really like it that much. South Sea Deckhand I don't like at all in this deck because we lack every weapon ever. We don't have any weapons. So he doesn't really do much. Booty Bay Bodyguard I don't really like either because he dies really fast. But in this case, we're going to grab Repentance. Because we can bring back Ragnaros the Fire Lord. And that's about the only reason I grabbed it. I mean, it can bring back other useful creatures too. But it can bring back Rag. So that's the thing. We have a Silence, otherwise the Ironbeak Owl is a great pickup, I think. But we have a Silence already, so we have quite a few 2-drops. I don't think we need it. We lack 3-drops entirely. But that's not too bad, I guess. Wind Fury Harpy, I don't really like that much. It essentially can do 8 damage, but... And over at Guardian of Kings it is. Novish Inventor is good. It's a good card draw. Silverhand Knight is fantastic. And Silvermoon Guardian is occasionally okay. It usually trades 2 for 1 because of its Divine Shield. So it puts it a little bit higher in my list, but Silverhand Knight's just kind of great, so we're going to grab it. Alarmobot. Oh, I can see the fun things we can do with Alarmobot. Mainly this right here. That would be the greatest thing ever, but I feel like that's an awful pick because everything else I have has like a battle cry that wouldn't get played out. So we're gonna not pull Alarmobot, and we're gonna do another charge because Argent Commanders are really good. Murloc Raider is awful. Cult Master is okay. It's actually not bad in a Paladin deck because we can throw weak minions out and get them killed for cards, so let's grab a Cult Master for that possible synergy. Direwolf Alpha is a great 2-drop, but we're pretty good on Are we good on 2s? Do you think we should get more 2s? We have quite a bit late game. I like Stormwind Champion a lot in a Paladin deck because it buffs up your little hero power minions. So it makes it a lot better. Bloodsail Raider, again, we somehow haven't got a weapon yet. So she's not very good. Let's grab a Stormwind Champion. Let's just grab one. I think we know what we're picking here. This is, I mean, both these giants aren't really bad. This is less ideal for us because we have 2 heals. This would be more ideal, but Avenging Wrath is kind of great. Stranglethorn Tiger is probably going to pick up here. Ironbeak Owl, I guess we can pick it up for an early silence. Blessing of Might is not really good. We have Blessing of Kings. Why we want Blessing of Might? We don't. Stranglethorn Tiger? It's good. I like it. Solid card, 5/5 for 5 with stealth. You can choose when to play or when to attack with it most of the time. Ironbeak Owl's good, but we are sitting pretty nicely. So let's grab a Tiger. River Crocolisk is good, but again, we're sitting fairly nicely on 2 drops. Dragonlane Mechanic's not bad, but we're sitting pretty nicely on 4 drops, and a Hammer Wrath is a good removal and card drop mechanic. Reckless Rocketeer is not that great. She trades really inefficiently. Humility is not that great. We're gonna grab another Leper Gnome, I guess, because that's like the best we can. Oh my god. I feel like we should go triple Guardian of Kings just because I like Guardians of Kings. No-Wish Eventer might be a better choice though in this case. Let's kind of even out and get a No-Wish Eventer. That's what we need. The Ardra Protector. I would like to pick a Jungle Panther to get at least 1 3-drop in there, but he's just really good. Here we go. The True Silver Champion. That's an easy pickup over these 2 because we don't have a weapon yet. And weapons are really good. Demolisher would be kind of fun. Sunfury Protector actually might be the choice here though because we lack any taunt, I think, at all. We in fact we what? We lack all taunts, so Sunfury Protector is the better choice, I believe. Now, this deck looks like it's gonna be fun. Will it be? I don't know. But it looks fun. I mean, it has Ragnaros in it, so if we get to turn 8, it's gonna get fun. Probably. Unless they, like, kill it instantly or mind control it, because then it's no fun anymore. So, let's see what we get. I like this deck. I think this draft went pretty well, aside from the fact that we basically got 1 weapon the entire time. But at least we got Consecrates and a hammer, so we have ways of removing things still, just lack the weapon that I like to have. That's not very good, so we're going to scrap all 3 of those. Against Valera, it's actually nice to save these Swampoos. That's not exactly great either. I like to save the Swampoos against her because she has like an Assassin's Blade. It's great against an Assassin's Blade and waste a lot of charges. There we go. Loot Hoarder dies almost instantly to... We're not going to play the coin. She can just kill Loot Hoarder off basically instantly with her stupid daggers like that. So that's why we don't play him instantly. He's gonna die of daggers anyways, I feel, but oh well. I feel like the coin is better saved for a better minion though.
Mind if I roll knee?
We're just gonna play him anyways, but I feel like it's better to save the coin for like a turn 3 True Silver or a turn 3 No-Wish Inventor or any number of cards that will benefit from the coin more than the Loot Hoarder would. God, that card is infuriating. This card trades so effectively. And of course he's gonna do the smart thing and kill off my no, which gave me an Argent Commander, which... Okay, well I now have both Consecrates in hand, which is not bad. Let's get a card. Repentance. Not what I was looking for. So we have a lot of options for turn 4, especially. We can, I think we're going to drop a Silverhand Recruit and a Sunfury Protector next turn. Most likely. Or what we can do is we can drop, what we might do is actually drop the True Silver Champion, kill off his Golem, and then use the Gnome to kill off the... Ooh. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Not at all. And he's going to okay, he's going to backstab and kill it. Which is unfortunately efficient by him. Yes, that is unfortunately efficient.
For justice.
So we're gonna kill that off because that's annoying. And the golem does very little to us right now. Just because it only does 2 damage. I mean, it's not a huge threat. Consecrate wouldn't have been great there at all. I was thinking about it for a second, but then I realized that the Amani Berserker is a 3 health minion, and I would have just enraged it and pissed it off, and it would have done 5 damage to me the next turn. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. That also dies, which is kind of great. That dies really easily, and I like that. That he basically just gave me an easy... I don't think I agree with that much. I mean, he got a card, but it dies to my sword, so... Not much good came out of that for him. Let's just kill it. I'll take 2 more damage, but... I mean... Big whip. We're going to go... I feel icky.
Reporting for duty.
And just to be a nuisance, let's do this. Are they great taunts? No. But it forces his golem to trade. And it also gets me a Sun Fury Protector on the field. It's a 2-3, not bad, but it will trade fairly nicely. He'll have to take more damage and kill that off, and then take 2 more to the face because of the gnome. Just got a drink of water. If you heard the water bottle in the background, I'm sorry. So, what can he do here? I'll probably trade for that, but I can just kill this next turn pretty easily. Not a big problem. Emperor Cobra is obnoxious, but we can kill it without a worry by doing this. So the Argent Commander, fun fact, Divine Shield does not count as damage. As you can see there. Since the little Emperor Cobra, his not his battle cry, his effect, his card text, is that he kills off whatever he damages, but notice the word damage is in there. Argent Commander doesn't take damage when Divine Shield is on. So his card text doesn't really trigger, and it's a free trade over for my Argent Commander on what could potentially kill off a big creature of mine. He's gonna be... That's nice. That's pretty good. I don't doubt that play. It's annoying. Okay, that's really annoying. Now he's just being a douche. That was actually a really efficient turn by him, unfortunately. But I think this is the best play.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
I think, unless he has an Assassinate, in which case I'm just gonna... It was a terrible play, but if he had an Assassinate, he's gonna use it anyways, so... It could be bad. I have double Consecrate, which isn't doing anything right now. And that's an Assassinate. There it is. Okay. Saw that coming. But maybe he won't have one when I get Ragnaros out. So... We're slowly losing health here. I'm saving the Swamp Ooze, hoping he had a weapon that he doesn't seem to have. Let's go like this. It's not going to do anything good, but we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Divine Shield, throw up a Noble Sacrifice, so we can trade next turn. If the Nobles... Well, he'll have to trigger the Nobles... Well, he will have to trigger the Noble Sacrifice. Let's try that again. So I can trade the mine out for his next turn. So, I mean...
Your magic shall not save.
That's... slightly a waste, I think. It's a little bit... That's annoying. He's gonna attack me, and it triggers Noble Sacrifice. I didn't know that. But that's a thing, and that's an annoying thing, because that just killed off a Noble Sacrifice with his damn... God, rogues counter Noble Sacrifice really well. And that makes me angry. What can I really do here? Start with our Tiger? Consecrate? I think that's a good play. Because those two trade over well. That was in fact a good trade, I think, for Consecrate. I think that worked well. We're sitting kind of far behind though, and I'm getting a little bit worried about my health. I do have 2 Guardians of Kings somewhere buried in this deck, so I mean, if I get them, I'll heal up. I also have Ragnaros, which I'm really dying to get out already. I really want to play Ragnaros. I don't have him as a card yet, like in my actual card collection, so I don't get to use him very often, and so when I get him, I want to play him. He has a lot of Azer Drakes, and he's drawn a lot of cards, which is slightly worrying. Dark Iron Dwarf. He's trying to rush us down, it looks like. Oh, we got Blessing the Kings, though. Okay, so... what can we do here? Consecrate doesn't really do anything. I don't want to... Okay, let's do this.
Reporting for duty.
Blessing the Kings it, just to be a douche. We'll trade out for that. We'll trade out for that. We'll drop a Repentance. And we'll wait. What can he do this turn to kill me? He can't, like, double eviscerate? I think that's the thing. He also has a Dark Iron Dwarf, which is a pain, but either one of these creatures will come back with 1 health and just be a pain in the ass to kill again. If he stabs the tiger, I'm okay with that.
It's time for
That trades really easily. Repentance does not do what I thought it did. So, yeah. Repentance, on the other hand, I might have mistaken Repentance with Redemption. I thought that it made my guys come back with 1 health, and it does not. It in fact just... yeah, okay, so that's a thing. I totally misjudged what that did. I thought it made back my unit. I thought it was the one that made my units come back with 1 health. But it's the one that changes theirs to 1 health. I mean, it forced him to play another minion, so... I don't know, I guess that's okay. It didn't quite do... thank God. Come here, you. Justice. I need you. You're really helpful.
to battle.
Kill that. And we'll play the Swampies at this point. Yep, so I totally screwed that up, thinking that I did something that it didn't do. That's what I get for not reading the card text. Again, this Consecrate sitting in hand completely useless right now because using it with against an Armani Berserker is an awful idea because it just enrages the damn thing and then it gets pissed off and hits me in the face for 5. So, not exactly what I want. My Guardian of Kings did come to save the day though. And it looks like he might be burning out at this point. He's running out of good cards to play. A lot of them have died. If I draw Ragnaros at any time soon, I'll be extremely pleased. Just saying. That does no good. Sprint. Well, that's not good. I actually almost kill him. I am so close. We have 10, 13, and 2. We have 15 damage. He's gonna kill off one of these though, so unfortunately. But we are gonna have a good board advantage after this. So, oh my God, we would have killed him too because we drew the Archer Commander. Of course. Oh well, let's do this. We're gonna send him out, kill that off, do 5 to the face.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, I have 1 more heal in my deck, so I can get up to 18 health, potentially. He has a lot of cards now because of Sprint, which is awful. But we can kill him next turn, if he doesn't kill any of my minions off, which he inevitably will. So we're close. But I'm worried, because like, I don't think he has a way to kill me in 1 turn though, really. I really don't think he does.
What does the future?
That's not a way to do it, that's for sure. Will you kill? That's not a way to do it? I think I just won. I think... No, Eviscerate! Damn it! I didn't win. Okay, not what I wanted. Not good. We can clear the board though by doing this, and doing this, and then doing this. Board clear! Okay. Now that puts us with a lot of damage on the field again. Got rid of 2 creatures, traded very efficiently, and used Consecrate very efficiently. And we now have lethal, I think. I think that's lethal. 7, 8, 9. Yes, we do. But he'll probably kill 1 off. So again,
What we do.
that is awful. Please don't. Oh no! I had the most awful feeling that was gonna happen, and it did, and now I'm very sad. Holy shit, that went awfully. Why does he have 2 mind control techs? Holy shit. RNG? I guess? Let's do this first. Afraid of the RNG? Afraid of the gods of RNG. You know what? That worked really well. That could have went a lot worse. Guys, if we pull our Hammer of Wrath, we win. All I need to do is pull a Hammer of Wrath. Or like... Is that all I have? A Hammer of Wrath? I think it's all I have is a Hammer of Wrath. But we can pull a Hammer of Wrath and we can win. How many cards do I have left? I have 10. I can still win. Oh no, he's gonna cold-blood it. It does 6, right? 6? Yeah. Oh no, God, Jesus, this is bad. He has lethal next turn. Give me a Guardian of Kings. Give me something that will let me survive. Please. Oh God. Please, 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 Guardian of Kings. Hammer of Wrath. Something. Oh, yes! Hammer of Wrath top deck. Get it in the face. That top deck, guys. That top deck. Holy shit, that was way too close. Woo! We got 40 gold. I got a gold and a hand protection. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. So that was really intense and got really scary. The 1 Hammer of Wrath pulled through. Let's go again. Jesus, that was so scary. That Hammer of Wrath. I think that was the only thing I could have drawn besides like a Ragnaros, and hoped to the gods that I got him with RNG. Actually, no. Ragnaros would have been okay, because even if it hit him, he died. If it hit the Worgen, I lived. Most likely. So, Rag or the Hammer of Wrath. But the Hammer showed through and gave me a win, so we're not going to complain. We're going to do one more, and then we'll call this quits. On this episode, at least, not on the game, obviously. This is a good starting hand. Repentance is not needed, but the other two are great. Consecrate's also great. We have a good turn 1, we have a good turn 2, and we have a potential turn 4 big clear if he has a lot of minions out, which he very well might. But this is a good starting hand. I'm okay with this. I enjoy this. That's not good for a starting hand, but I mean, what can you do? I love my Guardians of Kings. These are cards I actually really like a lot. Like, they do a lot. They're a buffed up... That's actually also great, but we're going to go for the card draw. I'm pretty sure the Leopard Gnome's attack sound is probably my favorite sound in this game. It's literally the best. And cleave. But he takes... I mean, that's pretty much the most efficient cleave I could have got out of that, because he took 2 damage. And I got 2 cards, so I'm not going to complain about that cleave. Tide Hunter? Guess what? 2 more minions. Murlocs.
Bring me steel.
Master Swordsmith. Doesn't do him much good besides trading for both my minions, which is obnoxious. We're gonna ignore it. Screw it. We don't like him.
Reporting for duty.
I don't like him. We're already brought him down 7 health. I mean, we're doing pretty good. Especially if he doesn't play anything. He's gonna play a Cruel Taskmaster. Obnoxious. He's gonna trade. Which is obnoxious, but we can kill them with a Consecrate. That's a really cool animation. I like that. We're gonna do this right now. Die!
The battle.
We have a second one in hand, so it's not totally bad at all in any situation. In any, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say there, but it's not. It wasn't bad. It was a pretty good Consecrate. That's obnoxious, but I mean, not that awful because we can just do this to the face. No big deal. Pretty easy to take out. We have a blessing of kings, which means we can kings up anything we choose, which is kind of great. This guy has an answer for everything, doesn't he? I need to play Repentance is what I need to do. Let's do this.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
We're gonna play Repentance now because I'm tired of him summoning out these really big creatures that are hard to get rid of. At this point, I don't know if I should actually be going for trades or if I should go right for the face, because we have an absurd amount of damage in the border now. We have 10, which he'll inevitably kill some of, and he also shield blocks, which is 5 armor, so he's up to 27 again. He's gonna heroic strike the big guy, which is understandable. I figured he'd do that. He's gonna armor up and go for my face. So he didn't play a minion that turn at all, which is interesting. We're gonna play a minion though. By fire be purged! Let's just go for his face.
If you insist.
He's down to 11 health now. Ragnarok says by fire be purged. He's gonna cleave. And miss Ragnaros. Ironford Grizzly doesn't do you any good. It also brings it down to 1 health. Which means he's Consecrate bait now.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
More Consecrate bait. Lots of Consecrate bait. Consecrate bait, Consecrate bait, Consecrate bait! Go!
Reporting for
Ragnaros, what do you want to kill? Ragnaros really hates him. So it turns out, we probably win next turn because we have an Archer Commander. Basically, Ragnaros has done work and done 16 damage. He's gonna kill Rag, which is sad.
blood and plunder.
That's also really obnoxious because now he can survive. But he's down to 1 health. So, I mean, if we draw, like, anything that does direct damage, we're gonna be sitting pretty nicely. That's kind of annoying, but oh well. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. I want to do this. Justice. And we're gonna heal myself instead.
Reporting for duty.
And I can bust into Kings next turn. So, nothing too bad. I think we're in a good position. He's down to exactly 1 health. So, I mean, if I draw a Hammer of Wrath, I kill him. Wink wink, deck. You should top deck me a Hammer of Wrath. If I top deck a Hammer of Wrath, I'd be so happy right now. I would be so happy if I top just please. Let me top deck a Hammer. I actually just won, so it doesn't matter. I just won because I'm gonna go like this. Doesn't matter, he won. Okay. That went really well. Ragnaros is kind of great and just decided to throw amazing fireballs the entire game. I also got a ton of gold for that. So that game went pretty much as well as it could have. 2 wins and 0 losses. I think that's a good start. What do you guys think? Do you agree? I think you do. That was a pretty good start. This deck is pretty freaking fun. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with this deck. Rag makes it all the more better, man. Alright, so I think we're going to call this episode here. I think I'm going to listen to this when I go through and edit it. I think the style of commentary I'm doing right now is much more suiting to me as a person. And works a lot better and just sounds a lot better on video than my old one did. I think this fits me better as a person. I have more fun doing this. I feel more involved doing this. It just feels better. So I think we're going to stick with it. The one thing I do need to work on is pronunciation and not speaking too fast so it's easy to hear. But over time we'll get that. So, anyways guys, this has been Exanes from Exansegaming, and I will see you guys next time.